Me and my brothers and my sister were raised in a home where violence and chaos were the norm. My father has always been a drug dealer my entire life. He's currently serving a federal prison sentence for trafficking meth. My brother Rex and I ended up following in my father's footsteps. We were selling drugs and using them by the time we were in our early teens. I dropped out of high school and moved in with a man at 15 years old. A circle of insanity, just getting high and drinking and trying to numb my childhood. I didn't want to deal with my reality, so I did everything I could to escape it. By the time I was 23, I had smashed my car into at least 4 different things. I had lost my job. I had nowhere to live. Dead, jail, Army. Figured, Army's probably the best of the 3. I went into the Army thinking it would change everything. It changed the fact that I couldn't use hardcore drugs anymore, but it didn't change anything else. I got out of the Army in 2010 and continued chaos for 3 more years until 2013. Had another weekend of binge drinking, blackout drunk, doing things that I would never do if I was sober. The next day I woke up. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I asked God to save me, and He did. Soon after, started attending church at Cross Point. I was very rough around the edges, and they took me in. They gave me a home, a place to grow, and I got plugged into a small group shortly after attending. Then I found Celebrate Recovery. That's where I really began to thrive and grow. I also serve in SOS. Now I get to go back into the neighborhoods that I was doing crazy things in, and I get to see those same people and really show them that they can change. The biggest kudos to what God's done in my life is to be able to go back and show other people that they don't have to continue living the way that they've always lived. My father is currently serving a federal prison sentence for trafficking meth. With the encouragement of our family and the way that we've grown, he got baptized on September 27th of this past year. We have adopted our 17-year-old neighbor child. Her childhood and her home life were much like mine was. I got married 2.5 years ago to an amazing man who is with me in this journey 100%. My brother and I are co-founders in Freedom Life Compass. We provide materials to first responders for people they run into on the street. We feel that God's calling us to open a women's recovery home, so we're working on that. I get to go into the jail and talk to the men and women being released from jail and just let them know that they don't have to keep living in that cycle of insanity. I wasn't doing anything with my life. I was chasing other things to fill the hole in my heart that only God could fill. He's lifted me out of the chains of self-hate and anger and frustration, and He's given me joy and passion and purpose. My brother and I's life verse that we stand on together is Genesis 50:20. What the enemy had meant to harm us, God intended for good. For what is being accomplished, the saving of many lives. You've got to be tired of living like this. And there's a better way. There's a better way. Just make the next right choice. It's so hard when you're in that life to think of a different way out. But the awesome part about people who've been through it is that they can show them that there is another side. There is another way to live it. He has brought me from the lowest of lows to some of the highest of highs.